Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you're all doing well. Today I'd like to share a rare Soviet Union era Russian pipe with you. I was glad to find online, and the most remarkable thing is that it comes completely with the box and a leaflet that came with it. So the first thing noticeable is this printed pipe here. I guess it's unintentional, but it has some 3D effect to it, and especially in photographs it looks like a real pipe. When I found this pipe online, the gentleman made a picture of the pipe and of the box, and I actually thought these are two pipes, as it looked that realistic. Just a funny side note. This pipe is made by the Java Pipe Company, which was located in Moscow. It's named Java after the island and the tobacco that grew there, as this was uh, a rather popular tobacco in Soviet Russia, it seems. After the fall of communism, I think the British American Tobacco Group bought the pipe company and the associated tobacco company, and they closed it all down, as ever so often. So, this pipe seemed to have been made in 1986, 18th August 86. It seems to be a date on there. I can't read the Cyrillic letters, so I have to guess. But let's peek inside this pipe. Next to the pipe, we have this leaflet, old yellowish paper, all printed in Cyrillic language. And as far as I know, this is a warranty or guarantee that if the pipe has any flaws in production, factory-wise, you can return the pipe and receive a refund. And I guess it's the usual stuff, how to break in your pipe and how to treat your pipe. There's also this little sticker. I think this means Java. It's made up of several pipes that form the letters. A control number, I guess, or maybe a shape number 28. And the pipe itself. Yeah, Russia had quite a history in pipe smoking pre-World War One, and as far as I know, the Java Pipe Company was the only bigger company, as I said before, located in Moscow. I think there might have been some more professional pipe makers left in the area of Ukraine, but why there was only one major pipe company left? Well, we had World War One, we had the Russian Revolution, we had World War II, Stalinist purchase, famine, the planned economy. So this all led to a downfall in pipe making. Although pipe smoking seemed to have been always popular, especially pre-World War One, even the Tsars smoked pipes. Later on, some communist leaders, including Stalin himself, were pipe smokers. And pipe smoking was a poor man's thing in Russia. And such a briar pipe was likely unobtainable for the ordinary Soviet citizen. And I think people relied on do-it-yourself thinking they made their own pipes, basically, out of local woods that were available. This pipe here is real briar pipe. This pipe here is made of real briar with an ebonite stem. And for the age, it doesn't seem to have a lot of oxidation going on here. So this seemed to have had a rather good ebonite quality there. The pipe itself is tiny, actually, but yet I've smoked it on a few occasions, and it gives a real long-lasting smoking experience despite its small size. You see the little beard here? I was wondering why it was standing right away and was not going downward, but actually this is quite a good idea to hold this pipe. I found a few pipes for sale online, and I don't know if they were made for the local market, for political leaders and people who could afford it, or if those pipes were made for export, which is also possible. And I've seen a pipe in this exact same shape with the head of a lion, and a few other pipes, rather normal shapes and also some carvings, but I can't remember quite now at the moment. Yeah, I think this pipe shall resemble a devil or uh, Satan or something like that, like Mephisto from Faust. This could be possible. Other people saw this pipe and said maybe this shall resemble Lenin, but I think Lenin looked a little different. But maybe the pipe maker made this intentional to make a devil pipe that slightly resembles Lenin as a kind of pun or something, mocking the communist leaders. Could be possible, but I actually don't think so. And why make a pipe that resembles a devil? I've seen several old Russian pipes for sale that had devil motifs or were shaped like devils, and those were prison-made pipes. I think it was quite popular to use prisoners to carve pipes and sell them, or maybe they made them for themselves. And I think the devil is associated with our Russian prison culture. Not much is known outside of Russia, and obviously I'm not no expert on this. Mostly we know about the U.S. prison culture from TV series, but something unique, a unique prison culture emerged in Russia too, and maybe associated with black magic, the devil, and that's why the devil was such a popular motif in pipe making. Could be possible. Yeah, I had to pick up a magnifier to get the stamping. It says something unreadable, then Moscow 28, so this pipe was made in Moscow. Yeah, what else can I say to the pipe? Of course, it is filterless. It has a glossy finish. Don't know what they actually used back then. A nice piece of briar. I can't see any visible fills. It's a simple carving, but an effective carving. I mean, you get what it is with the first glance. Of course, it has some wear due to age. There's some scratches on it. It has been smoked a few times until I got it. Maybe I shall refurbish the stem a little bit more, but it has no tooth marks. Looks actually very nice. And yeah, if you want such a pipe, check the usual places. Look for Java pipes, Moscow pipe, Russian pipe. Maybe something like this pops up. And it's a nice little smoker. Nothing negative to say about it. Actually, it smokes surprisingly good. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And maybe next time I do something about a US equivalent pipe from the Cold War. Maybe I show my Willard pipe again, or my pipe made of pressed briar dust. We will see. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Cheers.